Hello, everyone, and welcome to the New York Empoleon's Week 7 Battle of the PBAL. We are here this week taking on Playmaker, coach of the Atlanta Victory Stars, and I just recorded this whole battle, but the first 3 turns or so, maybe 5 turns of the battle, Mike was pulling from the wrong mic, and that mic is off, so you didn't have any audio for that, and I decided what I'm going to do is just record the intro, and then the first few turns, I don't know yet. As I'm going through this, we'll decide. But if you want to check out my opponent, whose channel theoretically will all be in like nice live comm, go check out Playmakers. Link in the description below. But I also wanted to talk about the fact that I lied last week, or yesterday, I guess, in the team builder. I said that this would be the last battle of the new year. In fact, the first video of last video of last year, but it's actually the first video of the next year. I'm all flustered right now because I don't do post-com. What are we talking about? Anyway, so I recorded the team builder yesterday, and then I recorded the battle today because we didn't end up getting a chance to play. So this is the first video of 2021. So happy 2021, everyone. First video I'm recording, at least. Technically, the team builder will go up in 2021. But anyway, all that aside, I'm just going to jump into the teams in the battle, and I'll put this in like somewhere that makes sense. So basically, right off the bat, we see that his team is Garchomp, Cinderace, Blissey, Togekiss, Galarian, Moltres, and Hitmontop. I was stoked right off the bat not to see Magnezone. That thing was a huge nuisance for my roster. I really didn't want to see it, so I was super glad not to see the Magnezone coming this week. And once I didn't see the Magnezone coming, I figured, okay, the Emolga, which is basically just supposed to be a Magnezone check, isn't as useful, so I'm just going to not worry about it too much as far as it goes, and I'll lead with that because I don't really need to lead with anything else. So that's basically my thoughts throughout this entire first portion. And we jump in with the Emolga. He leads off with the Togekiss, and I say immediately, there's no way he's staying in. There's no way he's staying in. It's the electric move, especially Nuzzle, is way too free right now. So I'm just gonna click knockoff. It's even more free than the Nuzzle is, and so let's just go for that. Lo and behold, the Garchomp does actually switch in. It's shocking, and it's hard to do this post-com. I'm just not a post-commer. We do learn that it is Rough Skin, and we do get the information that it was a Bonberry as well. And then I decide, oh, do I want a U-turn? It's going to take more Rocky Helmet or Rough Skin chip, or do I want to just hard switch? But I decided, no, ultimately I think U-turn's better. This thing's HP isn't that important, since the thing that this was really designed to check was the Magnezone, which isn't even here. And it's still good against the rest of his roster, don't get me wrong. Its moveset is super helpful and supportive, but let's just go for the U-turn and see what we can do. So ultimately, that's what we're going to make their decision to do. And the U-turn comes out. I was debating at this time. I was like, do I want to go for Gardevoir or do I want to go into the Swampert? Because I think that he might go for Scale Shot, trying to catch the Dragapult, and Gardevoir could easily counter that. But I decided, let's just go Swampert. Swampert is safer middle ground play. Even if he does Scale Shot, it's not going to 2 a KO, most likely, unless he gets 5 hits. And even if he does, then that's, we'll manage. But he actually decides to go for the Poison Jab, really predicting that Gardevoir play. It's not the one I made. And I decided, okay, am I going to go for Stealth Rock, or am I going to go for Flip Turn here? Those are the only 2 choices. I was never going to click Ice Punch. I was not going to click Earthquake with the fact that he has 2 flying types on his roster. So I decided I don't need the rocks right now. They're nice to scout for boots on both the Togekiss and the Cinderace, but I'm just not going to worry about it too much. Let's just go for the Flip Turn and see what we can do. And he actually decides to go out into the Blissey here, and I was like, ooh, that is a really, really good thing for me because I am so happy to get, 30-40% on that. This is a banded Swampert, so works for me. And at this point, I had a decision to make. What do I go into as far as what can actually catch this Blissey? And I decided that the Talonflame, honestly, could win this game if set up correctly. So I'm going to just try to go out with the Gardevoir now and give the Talonflame the opportunity to win in the mid to late game. as opposed to Gardevoir, which the Magnezone not being there basically means Gardevoir is super free, and that's going to mean that I can just go for anything at all with its Gardevoir, and both of its stabs are at worst neutral against his entire roster. So Magnezone was the only thing that could resist both. And so I just decide, you know what, let's go for a sub. If he goes for the Seismic Toss, that's fine. If he goes for Rocks, that's fine. If he goes for like Thunder Wave, that's even better. But let's just go for the sub, see what we can do. Again, Seismic Toss breaks the sub, but that's not the worst thing in the world. You know, we'll manage, and we'll be okay. So I'm just waiting out, scouting what he wants to do, and whatever the situation is, I figure it'll be fine. And he switches out the Blissey, which I was like, ooh, was on my radar of things that he could do, but I was perfectly fine with him not doing. So, but was one of the best case scenarios as he actually goes out into him on top, and I'm saying, okay, this thing has Bullet Punch. It's Technician, or it's Intimidate, but it's Bullet Punch. And I was just like, yep, we're gonna just, let's just fire off an attack. What has a better chance to kill, Psyshock or Moonblast? I calced if he was Assault Vested, and it was Psyshock. And I said, I can't Calm Mind. Bullet Punch can potentially 2 KO. So let's just go ahead and go for the Psyshock here. And if we get the kill, great. But it's got a way higher chance of doing it than the Moonblast does. So let's just make sure that that is what we decide, what we get the opportunity to do. And if we get the kill, we get the kill. If he goes into Moltres, that sucks, but I get to keep my subs, so it's not the end of the world. And I can still Moonblast the Moltres if I want to. So I was like, yeah, you know what, it's not a huge risk because the Moltres struggles to switch into the Gardevoir, and Moonblast is also fairly free. I was also fairly surprised that he hard switched from Blissey into the Hitmontop, mostly on the grounds that Psyshock was safer against the Blissey and was a good move against the Hitmontop that would have 2 KO'd. And here he shows Triple Axle, and he only hits me one time. Unfortunate, because it doesn't actually break the sub, that first one. Second one definitely would have broken the sub. A third one would have done decent damage, probably put me in range of a Bullet Punch as it stands. Keep my sub, get some more leftovers, and now I have a free chance to fire off a Moonblast. I don't have to worry about Psyshock and the Moltres opportunity. Just go for the Moonblast, take out the Hitmontop, and we're good. We're in great shape, and looking like we can really have a chance to take a commanding lead in this game. All right, you all. So I apologize for whatever I just put in the beginning of that. I just realized halfway through this recording that I did not have my commentary coming out of the right microphone. So I might commentate over that. But right now, as of now, this is live, and we're going to go into it. I think I Calm Mind here. If he shows me the... or do I Shy Shock? No, I Calm Mind here. I Calm Mind. Since I'm not going to kill the Blissey. And now if he soft-boileds, I'm in really good shape. If he teleports, I'm in even better shape. You just gave me a Calm Mind. Asahi is the Cinderace. So I just Moonblast here. This is a resistant Moonblast, but I'm at +1. Moonblast doesn't kill. Psyshock might, but is unlikely anyway, so I might as well just Moonblast. Here's the U-turn. That should break the sub at this point. I could have clicked sub again. That might have been the best play, but... it's alright. I just, like, the fact that I didn't have my recording on. I apologize. I had switched my microphone to a different microphone for another thing that I was doing, and forgot to switch it back, and so that microphone's off right now, so the whole beginning of this wasn't live, but... this part is, so hopefully I'm able to find some way to record some audio to put in there. All right, out comes the Garchomp. We saw the Poison Jab. We know it has no item. Oh, it's about to take... hold on, it's about to take a +1 Moonblast. So he's just sacking the Garchomp? Okay, Gardevoir kills Garchomp with Moonblast. All right, and out comes the Cinderace again. Does Pyro Ball kill me? Shouldn't unless you're adamant. Shouldn't unless you're adamant, huh? Or do I just switch? I mean, I can just switch, right? I've got nothing to lose by doing so. Yeah, I'll go into Swampert. Why sack Gardevoir here? It still does so much work. As he goes for the Pyro Ball. It doesn't do enough to threaten me. And I can just either Ice Punch or Flip Turn. I just Flip Turn, right? Are you choiced in any way? You are not choiced in any way. That's not going to kill. Good. And I don't know what he's going to go into. You know, Blissey didn't end up soft-boiling, so can't take the hit very well. Puts it in range of everything else. Cinderace is the only thing left that's going to outspeed the Nihilego. So I can easily just set up a Wonder Room with the Nihilego. Alright, so I just click Flip Turn. Let's see how much this does to the Togekiss. Oh, that's a lot. Oh, that's a lot. I go into Nihilego here every time. If you are Scarfed, you're not going to do a ton to me right now. And I just click Power Gem. And I get the speed boost, and at that point I should be able to win the game. Blissey being the only thing that's in, but then I just Wonder Room on the Blissey when it comes in. I don't have to worry about it. And if I can get the +1 speed, I'm super happy about it. Goes out into Blissey. So the question is, do you soft-boiled here? Maybe. But I'm just going to Wonder Room. Oh, I clicked Power Gem. It didn't click up when I clicked up on my controller. It's not a big deal. Maybe he thinks I'm Scarfed. Maybe he thinks I'm Scarfed. Reflect. Wait a minute. So if I Wonder Room here, what happens with that Reflect? I have no idea. I have no idea what happens with that Reflect if I click Wonder Room here, but I'm going to click Wonder Room. Which I meant to do last turn, and would have been amazing. Would have been amazing because he would have been Reflect, and then I would have gotten a free chance to just slap this thing with a Sludge Bomb. But unfortunately, that's not what happened. And we're going for Sludge Bomb here. This thing now has basically no Spadef. And we have ridiculously high Fizz Def. And he's probably like, what does Wonder Room do? I've never seen this move before in my life. Yeah, I've never run Wonder Room competitively. I'm so glad I actually got a chance to click it. I knew Blissey was a switch into Nihilego every time. I could obviously run Psyshock, but it's not stab and wouldn't do enough. So now I just made this thing have really high physical defense and very low special defense, especially if it's a physically defensive Blissey. Or especially if it was a specially defensive Blissey, but it looks like it's physically defensive, unfortunately. But yeah, basically I just swapped its stat, and this is a very hard thing to calc. Not gonna lie, there's no Wonder Room button on the calc, on the damage calcs, but it's clear right now. He's like, what in the world does Wonder Room do as a move? And it makes this do a lot more damage. And he goes for the teleport. That's fine. I now have high Fizz Def, so Cinderace can't freely come in, and nothing else wants to take a Power Gem. So Togekiss now has a lot of physical defense. It's a more specially defensive Mon. His whole team is so specially defensive that Nihilego goes bad unless you give the whole team physical defense. And that's where we're at. Hopefully the strat works. I've got 3 turns of it left. Asahi is the Cinderace, I think. But I have high Fizz Def now. So I'm just going to go for a Power Gem here. And if he high jump kicks, I don't die. Because I have base 137 Fizz Def now. Pyro Ball, I resist that. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is a Nihilego. Oh, Nihilego taking that. Doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter. So good. Gone. Gone. Cinderace is gone. And we got Nihilego kills Cinderace with Power Gem. And it's going to come down to whether Moltres can live a hit here. Because if that's a weakness policy set, it's going to be a nuisance for sure. And it looks like it can take a Power Gem. So what I could do to avoid the possibility that he gets off a weakness policy with a agility set, which would still be annoying because I don't have a lot of priority right now, is... Okay, I still have my Wonder Room up, right? Just double checking. Yeah, 2 turns left. Okay. So we're just going to Sludge Bomb here. And this is going to do a lot of damage. Maybe not kill. Just misses the kill on that. We're going to get the poison at some point, right? Last turn of Wonder Room. I'm just going to Sludge Bomb again. No crit. Hey, there's the poison. He's probably going to soft-boiled here. I think it's light clay, though, based on the amount of turns we've seen the reflect up. And the poison, unfortunately, well, the poison helps on some level. It's a turn too late because I lose the Wonder Room here. But I'm going to go for another one. Because I don't know. That's what this Nihilego is supposed to do, right? So I'm just going to click it again. Yeah, we're going to switch to the defense and special defense, and he's going to swap out here. And Moltres is still the problem. Based on the way he's using it, I feel like my best play... Well, it has higher special defense than physical defense. So if I give it base 90 special defense, Power Gem can kill. And I outspeed you unless you're Scarfed, and I'm just going to click Power Gem. And we do outspeed you. So Togekiss goes down. So Nihilego kills Togekiss with Power Gem. And now we outspeed Agility Moltres. So I can just go for a Power Gem for free. If it is a weakness policy set and he gets to +2 or +3 with Berserk, that happens. But I just click Power Gem here. And on the chance that he's not defensive, or not specially defensive, I guess, it's going to do a lot. Not quite going to kill. And we do see the weakness policy pop. And Berserk pop. So he's +3. And goes for the agility. That's a misplay because I am at +2 right now. And so I do outspeed. I'm just going to Power Gem again. It's an unfortunate little misread there. Didn't realize that I had gotten to +2 from the 2 kills. And that I was speed boosting. As Nihilego kills Moltres G with Power Gem. Do I lose my Wonder Room here? Or do I have one more turn of it? If I have one more turn of it, I'm basically good. Blissey, I don't even know if it has offensive moves. And he did get rid of the... Alright, I didn't see it go away, but I'm going to take a quick look. Alright, this is the last turn of Wonder Room. So let's go Sludge Bomb. We've got one turn left of Wonder Room. I don't know what offensive move this Blissey even has. Get the poison on the first turn, and that's going to mean that eventually with enough Wonder Rooms in time, and he'll run out of soft boils. We'll all run out of moves. So I got to click Wonder Room again here if I want to use this Nihilego to get this kill. And a part of me does. A part of me thinks it would just be easier to go into a physically offensive mod. Well, no, no. Yeah, part of me thinks it might be easier to go into something that can actually do damage to this outside of Wonder Room. But you know what? We have a set. How many times am I going to get to click Wonder Room in my entire competitive career? Let's make it happen. You know? Let's give Nihilego this W. Alright, the Reflect comes out, so I'm really glad I didn't go into physically offensive mon. As now this thing's special defense is so low, the poison chips it down to where another Sludge Bomb will kill. And Nihilego with Wonder Room. Doing work. Sludge Bomb's going to come out here. And that should take out Blissey. How many often do you get to say Sludge Bomb does 50% to a Blissey with poison damage? And that'll do it. That'll do it for that game. Whew! Good to be back. Welcome to 2021, everyone. Our first game of the year. A 6-0 victory over Playmaker. Our 7th win in a row in this season. I will see you guys all back here next week. I think we clinch playoffs with that victory as well. Let's keep it going. 3 weeks left of the regular season, and then we're into playoffs where I do struggle in this league, so let's get there. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I'm sorry about the beginning of this battle. I'm not 100% sure what I've done with it, but hopefully it all ends up being okay, and I will see you guys back again next week. Take care, everybody.